Así Yeah, right. I think it's been long enough. Oh, whoops. I think it's been long enough. It's been a while. I was sitting here waiting for the people to come. And you know what? It's my fault. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. I was supposed to stream a little earlier, but Genshin had an update, which I should have known. I should have known because it always has an update when I finally try to finish something. And so I had to wait for the update to end. And now that it ended, but yeah. So, streaming a little later, or maybe it's usual for my time. I don't know anymore. But aside from that, yo, we're back. We're back with the streams. I'm gonna be a little bit honest. I kind of wished my first stream of 2026 was, you know, a more like normal drawing stream. I'm not gonna lie, but crazy stuff's going on with the lore, and y'all who watch my streams consistently know that as much as I love doing all of the art streams, one thing I adore playing this game with you guys. I adore it, even if I'm super late, even if the other update comes. It is super fun always, especially since like I do kind of want to avoid like the main content of my channel being like just Genshin stuff, somewhat. But I love this game so much that like these streams are just like a fun way for me to like fully dive deep into this hyperfixation of mine without like fully turning every single video I pump out about it. But yeah. Teku says, hello, I would not be here because I am tired of spoilers. Good luck. Dang, alright then. Good luck to you as well. But, yeah. Partly my fault, I guess, for not noticing that, like, this update should have been here by now. But it's fine. We're gonna play. We're gonna try to catch up to where we are. I don't know how, if I'm going to finish, like, the Art Conquest before we get into, like, the new content. I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to try to finish what we have. So, yeah. So, one thing that I do know for a fact that this is going to have, especially, like, more so at the end, is that this is going to have some Dottorre stuff, which I am particularly excited for. Dottorre is one of my favorite villains in the entire game. I love Dottorre so much, because as much as I love Genshin's commitment to not demonizing any one side, even if they do, like, objectively wrong things, as I love that so much. Man, sometimes it's just good to have a bad guy. And Dottorre is just that. Dottorre is just a bad guy, and I love that. Even if he has some sort of tragic backstory, I don't know, I still absolutely love it. So, I still love it. He's just like, I'm just evil through and through, man. Well, I hope they keep him that way. I hope they do. And if they don't, I still wish they do him. They make him into a pretty fun character. Not your fault. More like social media with images and that. Please, I don't want to see. I want to go on my own time. Yeah, no, that's completely fair, yeah. But I forgot what my thought was going to be. Anyway, I've been here for way too long. Let's just go ahead and start. Let's start playing. All right, let's shut off the music, go to the infinite void, get back in the game. I've gotten some, yeah, I got some gems from the new stuff. That we're not doing. Horse around. Do we have horses now? Do we have horses now? I don't know. Except for the Milliaster Wonderland thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. They should have just made that into a separate game, honestly. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Nope, no, not looking at that. No, not looking at that. Not yet. Not looking, nope. We're not there yet. Oh, look at the guy! Ooh, new area. Okay. We're doing... Oh my god, I just forgot! I literally forgot! Yeah, no, this was like blowing up everywhere online. Nivelette's new skin. Some people don't like it. I think it's cute. I think what it is, I think the reason why people don't like it, honestly, isn't the fact that the skin is bad, but it's more so that it breaks his silhouette. And because people are so used to seeing, you know, Nivelette's main silhouette, the second it breaks from it, like, people are like, oh, what am I looking at? Because, like, I think by itself is fine. It's cute. Okay, but we're not, no. We're doing, I'm just trying to, like, catch up with everything. Oops. Yeah, same as always. Same as always. Just give me my stuff. Haven't been back in forever. Name. Alright. Is that it? What else is there? I'll try these out. Is this the Wonderland thing? Wait, am I? Oh, okay. I thought I was tripping for a second. What's in the book? Is that it? Am I free? Investigator of ancient... No. What the heck? Oh, what the heck? What the heck is this? What the heck? What? Is like a... Oh, is it the timeline? Oh, yo, is that a timeline? Oh my god, it's a timeline. Holy crap, that's actually really cool. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what? That's actually crazy. That's insane. That's so crazy. That's actually so cool. I know that I keep saying that, but like, what the heck? We have like a timeline for the quest and stuff. View story quest. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Events. Still not making the events replayable. What? Okay. Absolutely insane. Okay. We're playing this.
Sure.
Now we can get back to the real story. Alrighty. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what happened last stream. All I remember is that, Albedo, Flynn's, and Durin are having a sweeto time. Yeah, that's it. That's all I remember. I'm not gonna lie.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh yeah! And that Columbina's dying! Oh my god, how did I forget that? Oh my goodness. A lot's been going on. A lot's been going on. Oh yeah, Columbina's dying! And we have to... I don't know if savor is the right word, but like... do something. We gotta do something, we gotta go help her!
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage.
Oh my god, and Alice! I literally forgot! Alice! Oh my god.
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Maybe we should lift up the volume a little bit.
Not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation.
Oh, interesting.
From what I've gathered, Alice kind of took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion.
What does that mean?
Kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah. Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle.
Fair enough, yeah.
If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexen Circle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Gotta be interesting. Now, what does interesting mean? I don't know.
Hey, don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her?
Oh.
We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, hey, are you Nicole?
There she is.
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Good point. Where is Nicole from? Better question, where is Alice from? That's a better question. Cause like Klee is a Mondstadt character, yes. But like, it's like pretty implied that Klee is as much a Mondstadter as like Bennett is. Where they're Mondstatters in the sense that they were raised in Mondstadt, but they're clearly not from there. So like, by extension Alice, because that's her mom. Where is Alice from?
Oh, true.
What about a tea set? I recall that each mage has their own cup.
That would be this young lady then?
There she is! There she is! Y'all, remember when people thought that Nicole was D-Luke's mom? I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people. Okay, not that like I thought that theory was true or anything. I just really liked the theory. I thought it was really fun. And that D-Luke's dad was a Fatui. Yeah, good old days. And by old days, I mean like last year.
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
I like Columbina's just standing there.
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
She has voice.
Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
When
Wait,
I
did she have-
shook my head,
Whoa.
I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Does she have pointy ears?
Where is this voice coming from?
It's because she can't speak. It's because Nicole can't speak.
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you.
You sound familiar.
It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
Damn! Damn! I don't even know why that made me laugh. That just did. I am getting this man. Y'all don't understand. I need to get this man.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before,
That's true.
but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
Yup, Fontaine, I remember.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate.
Literally unwritten because this shit was made up on the spot. Okay, not made up on the spot, but like, this was like a last minute addition from the devs. Not made up on the spot, more like clarifying what they were trying to do.
Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Nicole, the unappreciated master sculptor, quote, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd write, and the silent angel, yet also the orator, the instant they utter a word, etc., etc. In summary, to remain silent is to be the observer of the world. Okay, I see.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it!
I love that Alice canonically messes with, like, the game's visuals. It's so fun.
I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans.
Are you Catherine?
I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle.
Alice knows she's in a game, I swear. Nicole, the yapper of today. I don't mind that. So, like, I know she's an angel. But, like... Because isn't the theory that, like, Dottorre gave her, like, a human body? Also, what? Yeah, no, that's it.
But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, she does have pointy ears. She does.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions?
I doubt it.
Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
So, like, do we see the Fatui ones? Do the Fatui also use introduction magic?
Please go on, Miss
I need to know.
Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady?
Oh my god, she can't hear her? Oh my god, can she not hear?
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
I love Varka so much, oh my goodness. Among the words that hopped out just now, I saw... angel.
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power.
Their preferred form? Which is obviously like their human form. Can you show me your true form?
The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Yeah, we met her before. Also, a little fun fact about the Lord of the... oh my god, a little fun fact about the Lord of the Night's name, which I am, like, a good 80% sure it's supposed to be said, like, Yoal Tekutin or something like that. It literally means Lord of the Night. Like, Yoal Tekutin literally means Lord of the Night. Which I'm like, dang, what a creative name there.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
But we've never seen her in person. Yeah, I think it's because her physical form's kind of dead.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
To be more specific...
Okay.
No. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving
Okay.
on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
We're getting some lore bombs, guys. Guys. Y'all gotta buckle up. Y'all gotta buckle up in your pants. We are gonna be learning some big shit right now. Hopefully. Maybe. But considering that this is literally an angel, literally sent to us by Alice in freaking Nod Krai of all places. I'm seated. Where's my water? Because I'm probably gonna yap so much about this. All right.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war.
Yes, please.
Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky.
Guess we're still not getting that. Guess we're still... Guess the war of the second who came is still gonna be a mystery. What is it? After that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. So they used to be in front of it.
The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels.
Look at this guy! Look at this guy right here! This guy's an extra devoted one. Let me look at their clothes. I'm trying to pick out, like, civilization they're inspired by. Let's see, they accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels.
But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, Many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order.
Wait, hold on. But didn't the angels die, though, during the... Hold on. Who started living after the war, the background, maybe not. I'll fill in the gaps. After that war ended, the three moons retreated. Okay. That makes more sense, actually. Yeah. I was a little confused. Okay. This is after the war. So the angels aren't dead yet?
Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
And they didn't know that?
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time.
It was after a war,
The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Okay. So the angels are dead. But, like, the few remaining ones helped them out? Was that it?
Just a second, I gotta ask. How
Shut
relevant
up!
is all
Shut
this
up,
history
Varka!
to the task at hand?
Shut up! It is very relevant, Varka! Shut up! Shut your mouth and just look pretty.
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into a relevant narrative
No, keep talking.
It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world.
Alright.
Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
A portal means door. Do you know that, Nikki? Can I call her Nikki? I can call her that, right?
Disappointed.
I can call her Nikki. That's a common nickname for Nicole.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail.
Yes, please.
I did gloss over a few things so far.
Yes.
Whoa.
Varka, shut
time
up!
out.
Shut up, Varka!
Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time.
Okay.
We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Just a tad, just a wee bit.
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Yes, girl, yes.
Excuse me,
They, like, care about
Miss-
you or something.
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail.
Ooh.
Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would
Oh.
suggest some tweaks.
Okay.
Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you write it straight, like, I don't think anything that big would happen, but it is kind of a cosmic no-no. You gotta hide that shit in stories, girly.
Anyway, we can cross that
I love
bridge
how
when we come
casually
to
Nicole
it.
says it.
So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
What, does she seem like Loki a little bit distant? Well, yeah, maybe that's because she's like an ancient immortal angel.
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any luck?
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
She's cute, I like her.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors,
But a lot was lost over time, right?
but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
I have a hunch that the Fatui might know something too.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan.
Now, are we learning her life story?
Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Fair.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
Fair enough, yeah.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
Alrighty. We're going to the Enclave. Over here. So we're going to be... So we're basically learning her life story, is what I'm gathering. That's fun, that's fun. I'm into it. So we're just experiencing a real-time autobiography. I guess so. Or at least just, like, learning details about her life. Because, like, yeah, we really don't know much about her life, other than the little snippets that she's, mentioned.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable.
Yeah, it kind of happens a little bit with old stories.
There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through.
Clear and concise would be one way to describe the writing style of these historical records, but you could just as easily describe them as terse and dry. Nah, then they're not old enough. They ain't old enough then. Like, you want to know? Oh, whoa, okay. Did the music shut off? Okay, that was weird. Nah, that's not old enough then. If you like, you know something is old when, like, whoa, what the heck happened to? Okay. Hold up. I think my stream, like, bugged out. Okay. You know something is old when the author sounds just a little too passionate. Just a little too passionate. You know, that's, the older it gets, the more passionate it becomes, I'm telling you. And since Lauma already knows the material like the back of her hand, the quest to find any new information in these texts is tough going.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
Oh my gosh, I fell asleep. Sorry for being late. Triple explanation point. Yeah, it's fine. We haven't really done much other than chat with Nicole and trying to find out Columbina's real name, if she even has one.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frostmoon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her.
I mean, she is, isn't she? Like a god, I mean.
I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing.
Damn.
I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Yeah.
Lauma speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
When you were organizing these texts, what criteria did you use?
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be.
I got a sneaking suspicion that the writers just named her after one of the many different words for moon. Okay, for me, like, the two names that are in my mind that what it could be would be, you know, your typical, like, Celine or Selena, you know, typical. Or what I think is probably the most, like, obvious to me, either Sonnet or Solnari, which is the name of the Frost Moon, at least the original one. And then the third? No, actually, I don't know if that would work. Cause I was wondering if the moon goddesses have a similar naming convention as, like, the other gods. Because all of the other gods in Teyvat have Goetic, like, from their names are after the Ars Goetia, right? So, like, you know, Barbados, Baal, Morax, that type of stuff. Like, that's all originating from the Ars Goetia. And so I was going to say, like, maybe Columbina's, like, true name is a Goetic name. But then I was like, but like, the whole point of the moon goddesses is that, like, they are different. They are not, like, of the heavenly principles, you know. They joined the heavenly principles, but they're not, like, of them.
Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi.
Sorry, we're just rereading this. Okay. That's a very Barbados thing.
Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are naught but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The subjectivity is strong in this one. We've heard something like this before in Natlan. Have we? Have we? Have we? When?
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy.
You know what though? I'm not gonna lie. Where is it? But exhorting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared the great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. I'm sitting here being like, yeah, that's some Barbados stuff. That's some vintage shit right there. Because, you know, Mondstadt back then used to be a winter wasteland, so, like, even the ice-capped mountain, you know. Anyway.
Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
I love that that's canon. I love that canonically her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading?
Seems like a collection of anecdotes.
Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The Moon-Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess, and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that?
Even if it's true, it gives off a somewhat lonesome feeling.
Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. And so, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing.
Whoa, that was Hymns of the Far North. That was Hymns of the Far North. I got that by accident. Oh, where's Volume 1? Hey, yo, where's Volume 1? Where can I get the first one? Yeah, that's Volume 3. Where's the first one? Where's the... No? Okay. Alright, whatever. Let's go to Varka. Let's go to Varka. Oh. Come on. You know, one thing that I've, noticed, which is like a theme... Well, okay, I don't know if a theme is correct. I don't know. But, like, one thing I really like is how different each of the gods' relationship is to humanity. But, like, more accurately, like, how they implement their own humanity versus their divinity, if that makes any sort of sense, you know? Like... Whoa, that was a mistake. Like, for example, like, Venti and Zhongli, right? They're gods through and through. However, they really like to play human, you know what I mean? They're not human, not an ounce of them is human, but they like to live as humans, you know what I mean? And then there's, like, A and Makoto, who don't seem to have any interest in being human, if that makes any sense. They're pretty comfortable being gods. They're pretty comfortable with that. Well, I mean, Zhongli was too. He just kind of got sick of it after, like, a bajillion years. And was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this human stuff a try. Yeah. And then there's, like, you know, Nahida, who was completely rejected by humanity. She loves humanity, but was completely rejected by them. Farina was...
There's Varka!
Come on, okay.
Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too!
And then there's Farina, who is human, or at least became human, was formed as a human, basically, who pretended to be a god. And then there's Movika, who is human, who became, well, not a god. That's actually a detail I really like. But if you hear the voice lines about the other Archons talking about Movika, they never call her a god. They call her godlike. I don't know. I just really like that little detail. It's just to show that she is human through and through. She's just really powerful. You know, then there's Farina, who is a human who pretended to be a god, and then there's Movika, who is a human with the powers of a god, and then we have Columbina, who is a god, but is so weak as a god, she might as well just be human. Do you all understand what I'm saying, or am I sounding crazy? And so in this world, divinity and humanity are pretty malleable. I mean, if we're talking about, like, species, you know, obviously humans are their own species, and gods are also, like, their own divine thing. But I guess it's more so, like, how much, like, I guess they relate to humanity, if that makes any sense. Or how close they are to humanity. I don't know. Anyway. Talk about coincidences. We meet again.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
We learned some stories from her early days.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
And he's so respectful, too. How could you not like this man? So basically, the gods could either pretend or gain human emotions, and humans can gain or pretend to have the powers of a god. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, low-key, actually, yeah. I was gonna be like, I guess, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, no, yeah, no, I think you got it pretty well. Yeah. Yeah. Like, species-wise, they are what they are. You know, that's why I do like the detail that they don't say Movika is a god. She's just godlike. I love that detail, because it does show that, you know, at the end of the day, she is a human. But is she in the ranks of a god? Yeah, totally.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but What about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed
I don't
me this
remember that. I'm
communication
sorry. I do
device.
not remember. This looks familiar. I'm sure I saw one of these back in the Golden Apple Archipelago, and all of the people who just started playing this game have no idea what that is.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders,
Ah,
yes?
yeah.
She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too.
It's...
But I don't think Miss Lauma or the
It's
Grand
Scaramouche,
Master have
isn't
been
it?
introduced.
Or am I crazy?
Introductions are overrated.
Yes!
Especially
Holy
in
shit!
cases like this.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's Scaramouche!
It's you!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hat guy.
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
That is true. They did say that in the Sumeru quest.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nod Krai.
That's so cute. So there's an event that's required to understand what's going on right now. Not necessarily to understand everything, no. But they do like to act like you've played it. Which is very annoying.
Hat guy.
Nahida seriously couldn't have given him another name.
Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumeru Academia. Hat guy.
I love that he just accepts that. He just accepted that's his name. Like, canonically.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy.
I believe we last saw each other on the boat right here.
So is his first name Hat? Is that what we're going for? Is that, like, whenever he's, like, applying for something, he's going to the doctor, right? And he has to fill out, like, the little forms for your information. You know, the last name Guy, first name Hat. Is that it? Is that how it works? So they came to Nod Krai together.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Completely fair.
Who's that?
The doctor.
The Doctor, also known as Dottorre, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
Okay, so this is where the title of my stream is finally becoming relevant. So, like, is Scaramouche going to be the only character so far that's actually going to call him Dottorre? Just as I thought.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
Quite a lot, actually. You don't know the half of it.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottorre, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
Yeah, he did. Zondik, that's how you say it. Okay. Can I have a Mr. Hat guy come up and retrieve his fries? Zondik. I've heard that name before. Back in the ruins, when the Ibis King mentioned that student. That was the doctor? Yes, Lumine, it is. We all knew this. No.
So the Harbinger's number
No,
2
Varka.
man is a college
No.
dropout?
No, Varka.
How
No.
embarrassing for them.
No, Varka. He was not a college dropout. He was expelled. He was expelled because he strangled a classmate to death during a research trip.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nod Krai. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
A classmate who was in love with him.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like
Varka.
a criminal record?
Varka, I love you, and you're really hot, but can you shut your mouth?
Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
It's so weird seeing, cause like, obviously Scaramouche doesn't remember being part of the Fatui, so it is very interesting that they're like, oh, you've never met these Fatui members, and Scaramouche is like, yeah, you're right, when it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
Completely fair.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Hey, Wander? Are you here for revenge?
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again.
Fair enough. One other thing. When we return, let's talk about Columbina.
What's the hurry?
She's dying.
Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
Who's the pigeon? After the conversation ends, the group splits into 2 teams. Led by Varka, you make it safely into the design bureau. Hey, yo, it's the 2.
You made it. Who is this?
That's right, they don't remember.
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
I want one of them to be like, a scholar from Sumeru. You look very Inazuman.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I told you.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
I love how, like, Scaramouche isn't even just, like, a student in the academia. He's, like, literally, like, directly under Lesser Lord Kusanali. This is definitely not going to cause some diplomatic or international problems for raiding a government office. Shh.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottorre, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nod Krai to pursue my personal academic interests.
Sure, dude, sure. Columbina just standing there, poor girl.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
You flatter me.
You're all harbingers. What reason would you have to disclose information about Dottorre? Okay. I don't know about Sandrone, to be fair, but with Arlecchino, I think we all know that it might have to do with the fact that her children / siblings were all being shipped off to him to be experimented on, and you know, she didn't really like that very much.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottorre had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn.
But given the social cues by previous streams, it looks like no one likes the Fatui. No, and there's pretty good reason for it. The Fatui are kind of the cause of, like, a lot of problems in the nation, in, like, other nations. Except Natlan. Natlan is, like, the only place the Fatui is actually, like, helpful. Okay, actually, no, that's a lie. Technically Fontaine as well. But that was more so Arlecchino than the Fatui. And, I mean, I guess you can make the same argument with Natlan, but what I'm saying is that Natlan has a surprisingly positive relationship with the Fatui, while most everybody either does not, or it's very hit or miss, like with Fontaine.
He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottorre really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
I mean, yeah. I mean, all she has to say is, when I was 16, if I lost a battle, I would have been shipped off to be experimented by him.
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottorre's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nod Krai is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred.
Let me read that again. Oh, okay, to remove him, yeah.
Accordingly, Dottorre has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa.
Why'd you say that so weird?
Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Well, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottorre will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh.
Well, we were talking about Dottorre. Oh wait, are they actually calling him Dottorre, like for reals? Like, hold up, I did not notice that. Oh my god.
Accordingly, Dottorre has...
Oh my gosh, they actually have.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottorre will...
Okay, well that's like, Marionette mentioned this? Well, at least Arlecchino is calling him Dottorre. He has ADHD. Honestly, though.
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
And that person being you.
Exactly! This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No! He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous! If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died? And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. A waste of time? The nerve!
See that?
He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Dude, I love Marionette. She's so funny.
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs. Especially when it comes to Dottorre.
I work directly under Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Dang. Dang.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You can tell that is a script he follows at school every day.
You're welcome to join if you want.
Like Nahida told him, hey, when you say goodbye to your professors, maybe you should try be a little bit nicer. Why would I be nicer? They're only there to, like, teach me some useless crap. Here, she passes him, like, a little script, a little sticky note with a little script. And she's like, here, whenever you say goodbye to your professors after talking to them, follow this script with this exact terminology. Then people won't hate you as much.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say, I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottorre. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
Why do you say it like that? She could have just given you a pseudonym. What did she do while she was with the Fatui?
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing.
Okay.
The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And, like, I'm thinking about the Winter Nights Lazo short, where they show her basically just, like, laying on, or, like, leaning kind of, sort of, a little bit, on, La Senora's coffin. Just kind of there. No one really talking to her, either. I mean, I still wonder, though, just how much changed, though, from before Nod Krai, of course. But, yeah.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed. when she wasn't.
Damn. Oh, that was evil. Ooh, that was evil. Damn, that was evil. Okay. Dang.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually.
Let me see that again. Yeah, okay, so obviously Marionette would get mad because Columbina was doing nothing. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
So, what I'm gathering, unless I'm interpreting it wrong, I don't know. Like, you know, obviously Columbina obviously is, like, waiting for the thing that the Chorizo was asking for to arrive. You know, she's like, this peace, I guess, isn't lasting forever, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Sandrone is, like, what I'm gathering is, like, what if... I don't know. Like, what if it isn't this, like, grand plan that we think it all is? I don't know. No, she wasn't that important. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I know all of the La Signora fans are gonna get mad at me. She wasn't that important, okay? Like, okay, what her death was supposed to do was, like, up the stakes in Genshin's story. But most everyone agrees that Inazuma's story was very, very rough. So I wouldn't say it even succeeded in what it was meant to do. I appreciate the attempt, though. Man, all of the La Signora fans are gonna get so mad at me.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
Sounds like something Wanderer would say. No wonder.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
No, see, I wouldn't say she died pointlessly. Like, her death had a reason, and I explained it. It was really to, like, up the stakes in Genshin's story, you know? It was to, like, show the audience that, like, hey, these dangerous adventures that we're in are actually kind of dangerous. Like, it had a point. It's more so that just, like, the entire Inazuma arc was written very roughly, and it was also, like, really, really rushed. So it didn't really have the effect that I feel like that it was intending to have. Like, for example, like, the NPC, what's his name? Tepe, that's his name. When Tepe died, I'm pretty sure the entire fandom was like, oh, that sucks. Anyway. And then in Fontaine, when Malus and Silver died, like, yo, I felt that. I felt that with my soul. That was evil. I think it really is just, like, her death wasn't pointless. I think it was more so just a side effect of, like, it's really messy writing.
What is it? Something come to mind?
It's nothing. I'm just more eager to learn her name now. I want to shout it to her from the rooftops.
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Aww.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name.
I mean, it is the name she seems to accept.
I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Thanks.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
You chat further about interesting moments from No!
Huh!
Seely! Seely!
Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, You've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Like, you guys keep coming here all the time. You basically own the place now. Take care, everyone. We'll be in touch if the situation changes.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best.
Follow the
that
Sealy.
Sealy.
So all it did is kill off a character and not display the new stakes of the story. Yeah, I mean, she was definitely a character meant to die, which I don't think is that bad. I am also crafting a character for, like, my own stuff. A character who is kind of sort of meant to die. It's more so just, like, what effect does her death have? You know, that kind of stuff. It was obviously meant to have an effect.
Here you are.
It's just that the messy writing just didn't have that, like, the impact that it was clearly supposed to. So what are they doing?
Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dottorre's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results were the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked?
This game loves to just, like, hurt me with Durin. Absolutely hurt me. God.
And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
No, don't think about that. Don't think about that.
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously,
Whoa, this
I tried
music.
to
Oh my
interfere
god.
with those illusions,
Holy crap.
using sounds and lights to guide them.
This is some dramatic music.
However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
Hold up. No. He's talking about something. When we encountered similar, I tried to interfere with those Oh, okay.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
True. That is true.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Man, Scaramouche had quite the character development since since living in Sumeru. Like, goddamn. Like, he goes from he went from the boy full of nothing but pure rage to, like, dude giving some like some deep ass advice. Bro, moving in with Nahida was the best thing to ever happen to his character, literally.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
It's kind of like, you know what this is? It's kind of like Rhine Daughter's order to Albedo, where her order was find the truth of this world, and it wasn't until like paralogism, like at least in his story, like literally like over like 400 years basically, where he finally realized that this music is so dramatic, where he finally realized that what Rheindotter meant by find the truth of this world was find like your place in it, you know, like live a life, like a full life, a fulfilling life. You know, that's the truth of the world. So it's like the mages are giving you something that seems impossible, but it's only impossible because you're looking at it from a certain perspective. You need to kind of like shift it a little.
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
True, that's so true. Oh, what is this? We got Team I'm a Real Boy over here. You know what? You're right. They're all fake boys. We got a synthetic human. We got a synthetic human with a synthetic mixed with a synthetic dragon. And we had a puppet. We got Pinocchios up in here.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
Nahida is doing God's work on being a therapist. Literally. She is the God giving therapy. Since when does therapy work?
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Oh my god, it's a little character arc.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision.
So two
Maybe
clones
he'll stay away.
So 2 clones and 1 automaton. More like 2 fake humans, I guess? And 1 automaton. Also, look at this cool little shot right here. Oh my god, this music is so dramatic. Chill. This is just, okay, this is the cinematography, Pep speaking here. This is Pep who really likes it when she sees a good shot. Alright, so here we have literally like the 3 Pinocchios I was literally talking about. You know, the puppet, the synthetic human also created by like the abyssal synthetic dragon, right? The 3 of them discussing fate and how to change it and how the impossible is possible, but you need to like think about it in like a different way. And then like right here in the background, there, right over here is Celestia like peeking through, almost watching them, right? And also on the other side, right here, we have the Harvest Stockum, who, that's Egeria, right? That's like what's left of Egeria, the Hydro Archon, who, like, her whole thing was that she was very, she had, like, a terrible fate casted on her. Well, okay, not her, but, like, her people, right? So, like, we have somebody who suffered through fate, and then the ones controlling the fate, almost watching these 3 synthetic beings, these fake beings, who they did not create. They were created by gods and mages who know how to manipulate fate. And here are their children speaking about manipulating fate. Anyway, I don't know if this shot is as deep as I'm making it. I don't know if this shot is as deep as I'm making it out to be. It's just something that I noticed instantly. I like a good shot, is what I'm trying to say here. I like a good, like, I like it when, like, one shot kind of tells everything. Like, it tells so much, even if it's unintentional. Anyway, gotta continue.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
This scene is amazing. I'm loving this scene.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Oh my god, I can use him! Okay, I don't know how to use him.
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
Okay. Where's the monster?
Where are all these monsters coming
I hear someone
From the abyss, don't you know?
Morgana? Are you in there?
Whoa. During keys the power of the abyss to affect the world create, for example. Okay. Oh, it's like here.
What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
What was that? It? Is that all? Oh, I follow the guy. Okay.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
The student has become the teacher.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Wait. What, did I kill him by accident?
Help me!
Oh, okay. The Phantom has met its end and returned to its place of origin. Okay, yeah, messed up.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
There's like a thingy here.
No, there's a monster ahead. Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it.
Yeah, probably. Kinda lost myself. Do I... Okay.
The monster's gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go
Wait,
any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But
Hold
my
up.
daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go.
Hold on, I'm from the
This
okay.
way's blocked.
Whoops. Explosion?
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him.
How do I push him away? Oh. Sorry! Ah, darn! Do I have to repeat the whole thing again? Okay, good. Whoops.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't
There's
go
a-
any further. We've got anti-monster traps
There's
laid out
a
everywhere.
thing somewhere around.
But
Where
my
was
daughter
it?
must just be up ahead. I have to go.
There's
This
somewhere
way's
up here.
blocked.
Okay.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him.
Yeah. Ah, makes sense.
I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up!
You trample on the child.
Gotta keep moving ahead.
Oh wait, that's not a child? Whoops. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Didn't check.
So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
Okay. Boom. Did it work? Did it work? Oh, I don't know if it worked.
Help me!
No, it didn't. It didn't work. Ah, darn it. What? What is this?
Help me!
What is this minigame?
Hey!
Oh my gosh!
Help!
Ugh. Alright, where's the next one? Next. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh! What? How is this supposed to work? How is this supposed to work? It's stupid. This is a stupid minigame. No instructions whatsoever. What the heck? I hate this. What is this? I don't understand. I don't understand this game. What? 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 I don't understand. Oh my gosh. The average Genshin minigame experience, literally. I'm suffering right now. I'm dying out here. I'm so confused. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 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 This is doing something. It's doing something. I can't tell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah!
Help me!
I just want to get to the part where I see Dottorre. I don't want to be in this stupid minigame. This stupid minigame that makes no sense whatsoever. But I can't cross it. Nah. Okay, where's the guy? 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 Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Ah!
Help me!
This game is so fun, guys. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I love this game so much, guys. This game just makes me so happy. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to just stand there? Is that the trick? Is that the trick? Do I just stand there? Oh my god. Oh my god. How is this supposed? How are you supposed to play this? How? How is this supposed to work? Oh my god. Can I kill this? I can't kill it. I can't kill it.
Help me!
I can't. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. Look Choco Peppermint crashes out on open world anime game live. Yeah. Yeah, you wanna know why? Because it's bad. This is a shit video game. Not video game, but like, this is a shit mini game. I only want to get to the part where we get to Dottorre. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there, like, what? Is there a trick to this? Is there a trick to this? Is there? Is there like a... Oh my god.
Help me!
It's like... Cause like... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Somebody open up a tutorial. Like, I don't understand. It's just wait until the freaking ghost thingies get in the circle and then blow them up. Why is this so hard? Who made this? No. It's whoever made like freaking Mona's video, like mini game in that one summer event. I swear it had to have been the same person, the exact same person to do this bullshit.
Help me!
I just want to get to Dottorre, man. I just want to get to Dottorre. Why do I have to suffer? I already went through the cool scene with Durin. I don't need to go through this shit just to be like, oh hey, he had some cool character development. It's fine. We don't need it. Please, oh my god. What is the trick that I just stay close? Is that the trick? What's the trick? What's the angle here? I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the trick? What's the trick other than explode when they reach circle? Now see, that one was on me. That one I could actually like.
Help me!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Oh my god! No, okay, because the thing that's making me mad is that I know I have such a massive feeling that whatever tutorial I look up would literally just be what I'm doing! It'd literally just be that! No, it's because the principle of the minigame makes sense. It makes sense. Click the freaking... They explode when they hit the circle. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Help me!
I get the principle of the game! Who made this? Who made this stupid video game? Who here thought it was a good idea to interrupt my story for me to go through this bullshit just for them to be like, hey look guys, Durin just had his freaking character arc. Oh my god. Can't I just fight? Can I like fight? Can't they like teach me the actual mechanics as to how to use his actual character, even though I oh my god, hold on a quick second. I think it crashed out just a little too much. Just hold up.
Help me!
I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive. No, nothing happened, nothing happened. Okay. I received a little bit of advice. Let's... Okay. Let's try this out again. Okay, so it had something to do with the fact that I'm getting, like, the order all wrong or something. No? Okay. So it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Alright. It was something about I'm, like, doing the order all wrong. Oh boy, I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun in this stream. Can you tell, guys? I love streaming Genshin Impact. It's my favorite video game to stream. Okay, apparently there's like another one around here. Yes, please.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before.
Hallelujah! It's over! It's over! My pain is over! Oh my god! Back to the story, guys! We're back to the story! Okay. We're good. We're good. See, that person you just heard, that was not me. That was not me. That was evil Peppermint Life. Okay? Thankfully, I have finally chased her out of my room. I gained control over the stream. And we can get back to talking about our nerdy little anime game.
We might just be able to save this person.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But you're here?
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay. Thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
Monster.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
The rescue has reached a dead end. All that can be done is to wait for another chance. Sorry, dude, you can't talk to these people.
How will I know where Spargana's gone like this?
Sorry, dude.
You know what?
You gotta move, come on.
I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all.
Come on, move, my dude. Oh, oh, oh. That's some dead people.
Spargana, are you there?
Ba, 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 ba. Is this place a trap as well?
What?
Oh. Okay, okay.
Hey! Let us out!
I didn't do anything, I swear. Oh.
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books.
You mean like a collection of books?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
Oh my god, oh my god. I am not the biggest fan of this mini game, this explosive mini game. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Not very good.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Well, sorry, my guy.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in?
Sorry, my guy.
I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues?
Nope.
I no longer have anywhere else to go.
Oh. I don't think she made it, sir. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate.
But think about it like this. You didn't change fate, but you did manipulate it.
Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait.
Oh, what the heck?
Who are you?
What the heck? Oh, this is some timey-wimey... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I need to say it right. This is some wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff happening.
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
No, it isn't.
Yes.
Oh
it
my
is.
god. Oh.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
Yeah. Scaramouche doesn't sugarcoat it.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Ooh. Ooh, this got hella depressing.
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
Damn! Heck guy, damn, why you gotta be so brutal?
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know?
Genshin, what is this? You make me crash out and now you make me feel
You
sad?
say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom?
This is before Mondstadt. This is way before.
And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
It's because they didn't exist yet.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
Durin, don't break his brain. Don't break his brain.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived.
Oh, never mind.
What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindaknir?
Yeah! That's in Mondstadt. That's in Dragonspine.
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh?
So, hold up. So that means Delphi Pytho and Salvigdignir. Were these the cities of the primordial civilization?
I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look.
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard.
Yeah, again, Celestia right there, watching over everything.
May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right?
My past is a bit traumatic.
I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend.
That's so cute.
And
Oh my
you've
God.
witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends.
That's so cute.
But if I
Oh
knew
my
more
God.
about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
He's so sweet. He's so cute.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
Okay, you're just gonna say that. It was a puppet, Simulanka. Well, yeah, because he's like a simulation. From a white tree.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes, a branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
Oh.
So you had a human creator too?
Oh, she was not a human.
Yeah, but my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin, resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes,
Oh,
you absolutely will.
damn.
Hat guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
All right, back to me being an ass.
Hello? Durin speaking.
Dang, it's so cool seeing like post character development Scaramouche, like kind of seeing like even though Durin is so different from him, like he still sees parts of himself, and it's like, you know, don't do what I did.
Hello, friends, it's me!
Oh my god, it's
What
Alice!
have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you.
What are you gathering, girl?
I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
Oh, shoot, is that it? Is that how it ends? Where's Dottorre? I was told that Dottorre would show up. Is he not showing up? I thought he would be. Hold up, maybe there's an epilogue. Maybe there's an epilogue. Maybe there's an epilogue. Just maybe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where am I? Where was I? What was that? What happened?
There you are. I was worried you might
we're going
stop
back
to
to
collect
them.
treasure chests opened by the Sealy along the way.
Columbine is
It would
still
have
with us.
taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
Dang.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open.
Patience.
Oh, whoops.
This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Oh, like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's Marrow?
Seems like the ancients were very fond of making tricky gate puzzles. Yeah, and then I get mad.
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Dang, Varka, dang. Does Nicole have the same VA as Lumine? She kind of sounds familiar. You know what? She might.
Ah, all right then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Oh my god, she's just me. Nicole's just me, guys. She's just me.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
She's just me.
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
Well, you know, we got Varko right here, and we got protagonist.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified. But we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nod Krai's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
Inject the Kuvaki into the bloodstream.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Listen, this is literally to save Columbina's life, alright? Right.
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it. Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Aww.
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is.
Actually, I think that might actually be
I should mention
Lumine,
that
yeah.
the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity.
Oof.
So, Before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
Yeah, we gotta make sure that, like, the body has, like, is exact.
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
How long will I have to keep that up?
3 days.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
I'm willing to volunteer. I'm the traveler.
Don't you want to think this through?
Oh, a little bit of lack of food will do nothing.
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Compared to having Columbina disappear completely, fasting for a few days is nothing.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be captain of logistics. She'll keep the fires lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Great work, Palmine.
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please step forward.
It's the trifecta.
How's
See,
it going?
Symbol. It's the symbol.
Do you feel anything?
She has trifectas everywhere. See, that's like the symbol Paimon has, but like upside down. No.
How about now?
Nope.
And now?
Still nothing.
What about now?
Nothing at all. Did you do something?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined.
Thank you. It's called being the protagonist.
It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required.
That much?
Yes. Safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right. I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Girly.
Whoa, hey, wait a minute.
Look at the little eyes, oh my gosh. Look at the eyebrows. Oh great, it makes you nauseous, even better.
How's it going?
You good, dude?
No, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine, then a big stein of Dark Horse. With some hard liquor from Liyue mixed in. You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
Well, now you do.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Dang. Eyes looking like squiggles. Yep.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
Sorry, Varka. You're just too weak for that.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're perfectly compatible. You may join.
Never!
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Whoa, I'm itching all over.
Allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Huh?
Oh, baby? Baby?
Well, are you gonna start a walk?
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
Dang. She's like, I'm not gonna try this on a child. Well, I tried this on a robot.
Is something the matter?
The candidates have to be human.
Damn.
I guess that rules me out too.
Dang.
Huh.
Well,
everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Yeah.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind.
Yeah. It was like his little design thingy was shown on their socials.
In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow! No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonius garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
You don't know? You don't know that? Cause the world, like Tevat, is rejecting the power of the moon. Because like, Alice explained it, like, the moons did something to anger the heavenly principles, and so Tevat is like constantly rejecting her.
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Reikir of Salnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, I'm not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
It's no, it is, but like not in the right way.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
No, you're right, yeah.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
I thought they were talking about, like, never mind.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care, she still saved a ton of people, including me.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Thank you, Nafa.
Yep, you bet.
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born.
Okay.
But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
She told me to pick whichever name took my fancy. Why did I pick Columbina? Maybe because I felt like she never wanted to become Kutar and be worshipped as a god.
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day. We're running out of time. We need to look for other candidates.
Okay.
Then allow me to try.
Okay.
Huh?
Go on.
What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
So she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away.
Okay. How you feeling?
How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. All right, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
Let's do this. No time to waste.
I'm ready as well.
Wait, I thought there was no food. She's sleeping. We good? No? No, don't help her.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
With a calm mind, this proved not too arduous.
That is
Come.
not what the subtitles say.
Let us enter.
Now it's what it says. Wait.
It might be best to eat something first.
Perhaps.
Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
Okay, so we've been... Alright. So we've been, like, meditating for 3 days. Okay.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh?
Or was it for 3 days? I don't know.
I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength is all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
Okay. Okay. I don't...
I have confirmed...
Oh, whoops. Okay, we're good. No, let me hear you.
I have confirmed that you are all in good health. With that, my work is now complete. Congratulations are in order.
What about you?
It's good to know you're all well. Puts me at ease.
Okay, so I'm thinking two things. Either I stop the stream now. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I was so sure I was gonna, like, finish it. I'm gonna be so honest. I was, like, I literally thought we were going to, like, finish this. How long is the rest of this? Does anybody know? Does anybody know how long it is, this section here? Someone, please tell me in the chat if anybody knows. What is this, What is this called? Where does her name rest? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to see. It's like 30 minutes long or something. I'm trying to... What the heck? Why isn't it telling me? Why isn't it telling me? I just want to know how long this is. Why is this not telling me? I don't know. Okay. I'm just trying to see. I'm sorry if I'm like just like standing still, not doing anything. Okay. I think it's a pretty long one. Okay. Alright. I think I'm not going to be playing it this stream, which sucks. Because I was really expecting, I was like so sure that like Dottorre would appear. And then like it would end and then I'd be like, alright guys, like next time we get into like the big stuff. Hey Varco.
It's good to know you're all well. Puts me at ease.
Awesome, cool. Alright, let's get our stuff from Catherine and then ramble about what's up. Ramble about all the stuff we just learned about. Cause some pretty interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Or did I finish it? Y'all, I can't tell anymore. I can't tell. I literally can't tell. Am I in the new quest now? Cause hold up, cause I just got the. Or maybe I did finish it actually, and I just didn't notice. Y'all, I don't know. I literally have no idea. I do not know. Okay. Let's just get my stuff from Catherine, and that's it. Alright, let's go. Where is it? It's somewhere here. Okay. You know, considering that I got this thing, it makes me think that I might have finished it. But just because of the update, it didn't tell me, but I can't tell. I literally can't tell. I don't know. Wait, actually, hold up. I'm a dum-dum. What is this quest called? Melting moonlight in the morning mist. No, I'm not. No, darn it! No, it's not! How come I not finished it? Why are these quests so long? Oh my gosh. Genshin, I love you, but like... Ooh, you're swinging completely on the other side, bro. Literally on the other side. Still not done with this. Oh my god.
Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing...
It's so ungodly long.
Add Astra...
What's this? What's that? I forgot about this. No, completely forgot about this. Alrighty. Let's get back to the. I'm just gonna get the last few things. Alrighty, let's get back to the Infinite Void and ramble, I guess. Alright. Oh yeah, my achievements. The one thing I keep forgetting about this game. Keep forgetting about the achievements. Anything else? No, that's it. Alright. Creepy Infinite Void, get out of here. Alright, alright. Let's get back to chatting. They can never keep things concise. Literally never. Like, I know that was the biggest complaint with Inazuma. As I've mentioned, Inazuma wasn't the best. It was definitely extremely rough and very rushed too. Like, Inazuma was clearly way too short for the story it was trying to tell. But, like, I feel like the devs learned the completely opposite lesson, where, not the opposite lesson, I'm sorry, but I feel like they're overcompensating, where, like, one of the big complaints with Inazuma was that it was too short, and so the devs went, oh, okay, so we're gonna make the story longer so that the story makes sense. And you know what? With Fontaine and Sumeru, it made sense, although it dragged. It did drag, but, like, you still had the feeling that, like, okay, like, I still get what you're trying to do, and for the most part, it's working. For the most part, it's working. There is the Aranyaka quest, but nobody talks about that. You know, Natlan, I feel like was a bit more on the rougher side. I wouldn't necessarily... No, I think Natlan had issues for completely different reasons, not necessarily the timing. Not really. And with Nod Krai now, like, yeah, no, they're like, I don't know, it's weird, because, like, in the moment, everything is really cool. Honestly, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that my issue necessarily is the fact that the stories are long, per se, but it's more so, like, it's focus, you know what I mean? That, like, we're spending so much time preparing for Moon Prayer Night, when I feel like everything that's going on with, like, Alice and Nicole, I feel like could have been done without all of the prior preparations, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to say is literally the previous stream, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like this stream and the previous Genshin one, could have been, like, trimmed down to kind of be blended together. Obviously, Durin's little story can be its own little thing, which I absolutely loved, except that terrible minigame. I hated that. But other than that, keep Durin's story. That one's cute. I really like that. But, definitely, like, we're like, I think that's the biggest issue with Nod Krai, is that, like, it's really struggling to find, like, what it wants to focus on, because it wants to focus on so many things at once. And instead of, like, I don't know. It's like, okay, so there's this Moon Prayer thing, but we need to have some preparations. And we're going to spend way too long on these preparations. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't mind, like, an hour-long preparation thing, you know, especially with all of this going on with, like, Nicole and Alice and, like, the Hyperborea stuff. Like, all this is really, really cool. I just feel like, not necessarily this stream per se. I think my issue is that, like, man, we had a whole other stream last year, and we're still not in Moon Prayer Night, you know what I mean? And I feel like, I don't know, like, these like 4 hours could have been trimmed a lot more down so we can actually get to, like, the main thing that this portion of the story is about, you know? So there's that. So, lore, what's up? Columbina's taking an awful... This is gonna sound so weird. Columbina's taking an awful long time to die. And, like, yeah, like, no duh. It's like, yo, Pep, chill. You don't want Columbina to die. And you're right, I don't want her to die. But I guess it's like, when she lost her physical form, I legit thought, like, oh, we're on a time crunch. You know what I mean? Like, girly only got, like, a day or two to live. You know what I mean? And now we have, you know, it's been, like, over 3 days. And although she says she's weak, she's not really acting differently. So, like, I feel like that's kind of low-key losing the impact of her death, or of her probable death, that she's taking like, we have a point in the story that is supposed to be like, guys, we're in a time crunch, she only has, like, X amount of time to live, she doesn't even have a physical form, we gotta, like, lock in, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like after, and again, I don't think it's this stream specifically, I think it's a mixture between this stream and the previous one, where they're all supposed to kind of take place around the same time. It really is starting to, I think, like, lessen the impact a little bit for me. But it might just be first impressions, I don't know. That's currently what I'm thinking right now. Yeah. Nicole's cute. I like her. I relate to her a lot. Little yapper she is, just like me. Oh my god. I like her. She's adorable. I really, really like the fact that I really like how they characterize her, where they make it very clear that this is an ancient being who knows so many things, but at the same time still has, like, a very human touch, you know. Her already melancholic disposition makes it hard to tell if she's not feeling well. Literally, yeah, no, I agree. I fully agree. But, my brain just died. Oh yeah, I really like how they characterize Nicole, where, yeah, they make it obvious that she is this ancient being, but she's not like overly ethereal. She still has very much a human touch. And that might be because she has a physical form and she can, like, interact with people, as opposed to the Lord of the Night, you know, which is another angel, who, you know, same species as Nicole, but, you know, she has a much more ethereal vibe to her. At the same time, that could be because the Lord of the Night no longer has a physical form, or had. I guess she's, like, fully dead now, but, it could be because she no longer has a physical form, or had one, or whatever. Meanwhile, Nicole technically still does. It could just be that. But I like it. I like how they characterize her. Because, like, I already mentioned the, like, gods and their, like, own humanity, sort of. Right? But, like, how do I put this? Nicole is older than Zhongli. And just by interacting with her, you can tell. You know? Like, you can tell that this is a being who has been alive and knows far more than literally, like, one of the old, like the oldest among the Archons. And yet, like, she still maintains this very, like, human-y vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I forgot what my point was with that. I don't know. I like that. Like I said, it could just be because she has, like, more physicality. A little headcanon of mine that I just came up with is that because most of the angels are... I'm dead. Because most of the angels are gone, the majority of Nicole's interactions are going to be with humans, or beings very similar to humans, a la Alice, as opposed to, for instance, gods like Zhongli, where even, well, I mean, now, and, like, modern to that, he's, like, playing human, he's, like, hanging out with humans, but in his lore, he didn't really do that all that much. Zhongli very much was, because Zhongli's an Adeptus, and he very much acted like one. He was, like, he ruled over people, of course, but he was kind of distant from them, and he kind of just kept to himself in the Adeptus, and kind of, okay, it's, again, headcanon, this is, like, a little headcanon of mine, that, like, because the gods have other gods to interact with, or not even just other gods, but just, like, other divine beings that they can interact with, they still keep this, like, low-key distant vibe, as opposed to Nicole, a being way older than all of them, pretty much only has humans to interact with. She's hip with the kids! Yeah, exactly. She's hip with the kids. It could just be that. And also the fact that, like, I literally just thought of this right now. And also the fact that she's an angel. And what I mean by that is that, like, she isn't a god. She is a being specifically meant to help humanity. So, like, no duh, she's going to be a lot closer to them. As opposed to a god who, obviously their job is to protect humanity and rule over them and, all that, there is this level of distance. Yeah. So, Nicole's cute. I really like her. She's really fun. She's neat. I can't wait to see her her true form. I think that's fun. But yeah. Now, I do find it... I might be looking way too into this. I don't know. I might be looking a little too deep into this, and the writers probably just made, it was, a little mistake, a little plot hole. I don't know, but at the same time, this is Genshin, so you can never know. You don't know if it's, a genuine mistake or if it was, legit. But I do find it very interesting that she doesn't know why Columbina is dying. And I do find that very interesting, because, I don't think it's ever said how old Nicole is, but considering that she mentioned that she used to be with the people who survived the war of vengeance, the second who came, whatever, the grand calamity that destroyed, the primordial civilization, considering that she was, literally, helping people during that time, I can only imagine that she's from a time before that, especially because that was, the era of, the angels and moon sisters and all that. And, Alice herself mentions that, during that conflict, the moons did something that angered the heavenly principles, and so and so the heavenly principles, or was it with the angels? Oh god, I think I forgot. Wait, no, I might be getting my facts wrong. Ooh, I forgot. Well, something happened that caused Tevat to reject the moons. And I just find it very interesting that, why doesn't Nicole know that? If there's any character that should know this, well, Alice, yes, because she knows she's in a video game, basically. But Nicole should be the character who should know all this, you know what I mean? I don't know. I find that very interesting. Or maybe she forgot, I don't know. Or maybe the devs forgot. So, now as for her little backstory. So we still got nothing on the actual primordial civilization itself. I'm okay with that, that's fine, because that does feel low-key kind of endgame stuff. I'm fine with Nicole being ooh, that's a conversation for another day. But what's more important is after. After the War of Funerary Flame, great calamity, everyone was dying, and so the Hyperboreans still worshipped the moons. And considering that one Hyperborean guy mentioned other civilizations, which I'm just assuming that these are cities from the primordial civilization, kind of sort of like Greater Tevat in modern day ? Tevat in modern day has their city states, each region. I'm kind of getting the impression the primordial civilization was very similar, except they were all a lot more unified as opposed to now that they're their own cultures and stuff. But they were a lot more unified back then. But one thing I do find curious is that the Hyperboreans specifically put a lot of focus on the moons. I mention this because on paper that makes a lot of sense. The moons created all of the rules of the world. They maintain the rules of the world. At least that's how they mention it. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But I also think I think there is an implication that the shades were kind of meant to be the replacement for the moons. Because the moon sisters kind of kept the laws of Tevat running, or at least the original laws of Tevat, and the shades are basically used for the exact same purpose, the laws of space, time, life, and death, right? So there's that. And then there's obviously the primordial one, the heavenly principles, Thanes, the winged one, the Reaver, however you want to call this being, who is not just the supreme god, but they are literally the creator of everything that isn't the moon sisters and the physical planet. Everything else, every creature, every plant, every god, every human was created by the heavenly principles. The gods are literally fragments of Fanes. Like, come on. So, and so, like, there's a part of me that wonders, because it's not like Teyvat necessarily worships the Shades or the heavenly principles, and they do make it the point that, like, the Shades don't really like to be worshipped, or they're not even allowed to be worshipped, honestly. Actually, okay, maybe I'm just accidentally answering my own question. I think I'm answering my own question by accident. Because my original question, or I guess, like, thought, was going to be, like, kind of like how every region in modern Teyvat worships their local deity. I was going to be like, do you think that every city of the primordial civilization worshipped one of the particular gods? Like, maybe one of them worshipped the heavenly principles, and another worshipped the Shades, and another worshipped the moons. But then I just realized, oh wait, like, the Shades aren't even, like, meant to be worshipped in the first place. They're not even meant to be, like, worshipped. Like, the people know of them, but they're not really, like, yeah. They're not really meant to be worshipped, and even less so the heavenly principles. And, yeah. No, I'm answering my own question. No, now it makes triple sense why the moon goddesses would be the only gods of this time period that would have all of the worship. But again, I just find it very interesting, because, like, don't the Shades serve the exact same purpose? Unless there is, like, a difference. I don't know. I do think I do find it a little weird that, like, you know, space, time, life, and death, those are 4 things, 4 Shades, and there's only 3 Moon Sisters, but they supposedly did the same thing. So, or maybe I'm thinking about it too deeply, and it's not that deep. Pep, why are you thinking about it too deeply? It's an anime video game. Yeah. And I do also like the little detail that, like, after the war, the Hyperboreans, because they didn't know that the Moon Sisters died because they went behind the barrier. Like, I do find it, I don't know, I thought it was interesting, like, Nicole's little comment on how, what I'll assume is the surviving angels, like the few angels that survived the disaster, that survived the war or whatever, you know, obviously, like, helped humanity, did a lot for humanity, and yet humanity, like, kept worshipping, well, Hyperboreans, I'm sorry, and the Hyperboreans kept worshipping the moons, which, again, like, now, like, makes a lot of sense, because angels, no matter how, helpful they are below, are, like, down in the hierarchy. They're not gods, is what I'm trying to say. But I do like this little sprinkle, I guess, of something, of Nicole almost kind of being like, not necessarily, like, she isn't saying we should have been worshipped because we were the ones doing everything for them, but there was definitely this sense of, like, they wanted to cling on to something that, they wanted to cling on to their dead gods who were dead, you know, could no longer do anything, then focus on, like, the other divine beings helping out. And it makes me think, because, okay, I'm writing my Natlan fic, just for context. I'm writing my Natlan fic just for context, and, you know, Natlan didn't have, actually, no, still doesn't necessarily have a god to worship, and the closest thing they have is the Lord of the Night, right? Like, Kinichi's literal voice line is, like, when he, like, his little voice line for his burst literally is for the Lord of the Night. When they're doing, like, the little mystic stuff with the Wyubs, it's to the Lord of the Night. It's very clear that the Lord of the Night is, even though she is not a god, she's an angel, she is still treated, maybe not as a deity, but adjacent. A deity adjacent. And, like, it's kind of like giving me the little, like, wider, like, world-building impression that, like, while the Hyperboreans still clung on to the moons, they didn't want to let the moons go, there was other sects of humans like other sections after the war that went, you know what? The angels are doing a lot for us. Maybe we should start worshiping them too. And maybe that like eventually led to like the Natlan stuff. This has nothing to do with the quest. This has nothing to do. This is just me and like my brain filling in gaps of the world building, because as Chorus just said, it's fun, okay? It is so fun. It's so fun. Is this what the devs intended? I don't know, but this is like half the reason I play Genshin Impact, is for like moments like this. So really like that. And finally, the little moment with the Hyperborean talking with, you know, Durin, Scaramouche, and Albedo, you know, talking to people from the future, where they make it pretty clear that this time that they were in, that shit was basically the apocalypse. Actually, no. Like, to Tevat, that was the apocalypse, because, like, the entire world and systems that these people lived in, they were gone. Absolutely gone. Heavenly Principles had the biggest personality shift ever. I don't know what was up with the Shades. All of the Seelies, all of the Angels are dead. The Moon Sisters died. Everything got turned upside its head. The Abyss, although it was like always into that, like really started to invade. The second who came with forbidden knowledge. Like, that was literally the apocalypse. Like, I'm not even saying this as like in like a poetic, like, oh man, this was like almost apocalyptic. Like, nah, that was the apocalypse. The Tevat that we're living now is like a post-apocalypse. I'm saying that because of like the cataclysm. Like, we are living in like humanity humanity has been reset. Okay, not reset, but like it almost was. Humanity basically was reset, and it almost did that again with the cataclysm. And I like how they make a little point of that, like here's this Hyperborean guy where, like, yeah, like in his time, he is basically living during the end of time. Well, okay, maybe not end of time, but like definitely like the end of the world that like they understand it. And realizing like there's no way of getting out of this. This is the end. But then him realizing like it may be the end for the world we understand, but it's not the end of humanity, period. Like, they will create civilization again, they will rise anew. We just won't be there to see it. And I thought that was very beautiful. That was a very, very beautiful thing, right? Because it's like, you know, like, no matter how terrible and awful things may seem, no matter how much it may feel like something is reaching towards its end, and maybe it is in some way, but it's like it may look like an ending, but it's actually just a rebirth of something new, you know? It's like that, you know? Humanity persists. That's the most beautiful but also the scariest part about humans. Life persists, no matter what, even if it seems like it's hopeless. And it's like, you know, maybe it did end, but it continues at the same time. I don't know. It's just like, it was a really cool scene. I really like that. I like little Durin's character arc. That was adorable. So cute. Durin's adorable. Wanderer too. I sound like a broken record, but I really love this idea of him, like, yeah, like seeing himself in Durin, like a much more innocent, pure self, and being like don't ruin yourself like I did, bro. I'm not gonna tell you anything about my past. Well, I'm gonna tell you very little about my past, because I don't want you to go through the burden of that. That was neat. That's very neat. And like the entire scene of them like trying to change fate. And I actually really like the fact that they don't change fate. Like, they never save the person. But they do change it in a way. It's just not in the way that they think. Like when we think of changing fate, what we think is, oh, we're going to save this guy from death. We're going to help him find his kid. But maybe that wasn't the change. That maybe that wasn't the changing fate. Maybe the changing fate was letting him live longer, but more importantly, letting him die with a level of peace. You know, with an understanding that, like, this isn't the end for, well, it's the end for me, but it's not the end for everybody. It's not the end for, like, life as I know it. So like, it is changing fate, you know? It's just not in the way that you think it is, and I like that. Like, I think that's a lot more, I don't know I don't know how to put it. I don't know what the words to put it. Mature? I don't know. It's a much deeper idea of that. And it really makes you think of, like, the other stories in Genshin, like with Deshret, with Remus, with... Actually, I think those are the only ones. Where the two of them try to change fate. But every time they try to do that, it leads them to that fate, you know? And maybe, like, the answer was, you know, maybe the answer wasn't necessarily a subtle defiance of fate. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But it's not breaking fate, because fate is fate. Fate is locked. But you can manipulate it. You can change it. And even if it won't be the outcome you necessarily think it would be, you are changing it in a way, you know. The man still died, but he died with a level of peace. That's what you did. That was the change that you made. And it makes, you know, and it kind of, like, makes me think of, like, you know, with, like, those two god kings, and, like, you know, with their fate of their, you know, Deshret going insane, Remus, and then everything that happened to him. And it kind of makes you think, like, you know, maybe the answer wasn't to save their nations, or maybe the answer wasn't to break their people away from fate. Maybe the answer was to change the fate in a small way that even if it happened, it won't be as the great disaster, the great apocalypse as it was said to be, you know. And holy shit, Fontaine is that. Fontaine is actually that. Hold up, wait, no, actually, no, Fontaine's, ooh. Because the flood still happened in Fontaine. The flood still happened. And Farina, well, she wasn't left all, well, actually, no, she was. What am I talking about? Yeah, she was. And Farina was left alone to cry in her seat. And then, like, afterwards, she was kind of, like, stuck in her apartment being, like, super depressed. And a lot of people did die. The prophecy, oh my god, hold up. Yeah. Oh my god, it's like, oh, because, like, we speak to Nicole in Fontaine. Yeah, we speak to Nicole in Fontaine. And she says something about how, like, fate cannot be changed. The prophecy will happen. But what if there is a way to, like, make fate happen still, but, like, subtly change it, you know? Because the prophecy in Fontaine did happen. People still died, Farina was still left alone, the flood still happened, but we were able to change it with a subtle enough effect that it wasn't this grand calamity that destroyed the entire nation. Like, the solution wasn't to, like, completely change fate, but it was to, like, manipulate it slightly. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting, like, oh my god, hold up, guys. Either my brain is, like, dead tired or it's cooking. Is it dead tired or cooking? I can't tell, but, like, I'm going. I think I might have something. Like, oh my god, it's like the Irminsul erasure thing, where, like, Scaramouche erased himself from the Irminsul because he thought that would cause him to not exist anymore. But, you know, they make a point that, like, no, Scaramouche, even if he never joined the Fatui, and even if he didn't do the stuff that he did in Inazuma, the effects are still the same, because no matter what, it still happened. It was still the fate, but it was just manipulated so that it wouldn't be Scaramouche who's doing it. Tiredly cooking. I'm cooking here, guys. I'm cooking here. And and like, was it Nicole? I think it was Nicole who used the example of like a teapot falling off of a table, where she says it could have been Paimon that dropped the teacup, or it could have been a cat. Nevertheless, the teapot still fell. Do y'all hear hear what I'm saying? Like, the fate of the teapot could not be changed. The teapot will always fall. It's always going to fall, and it's always going to break. But you can change who tipped it over. And so it could have been, like, I don't know. Like, it could have been something that could make you actually angry. Like Paimon tipping it over. Or it could be something that you're just like, ah, shit. Like a cat. Like, nevertheless, the teapot still falls. Like, oh my god, okay. And yeah, like, maybe that's the solution of it. That teapot example was used in Sumeru, but with a vase. Oh, was it with a vase? I don't remember. I know it was with a ceramic. I know it was with a ceramic. So, like, yeah. Like, that's the solution. That's, like, yeah, maybe, like, that is the great solution. Or maybe not the great solution, but, like, the complexity of fate is that, like, it's always going to be there. You can't fully break away from it. And the few times they've tried, a la Deshret, Remus, it only ended up completing the fate, but, like, it can be manipulated. And you can steer fate into a more satisfactory. You can steer fate in a more satisfying trajectory. It's never going to break, but you can lead it somewhere better, or at least an outcome that is better. But it really depends on, like, your perception of what is a better fate. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting hella late. I need to stop, or else I'm just blah. Point being, scene with the Hyperboreans was pretty cool. I hated the minigame. The minigame sucked. I hated it a lot. I did not have fun with that. Genshin, fix your minigames. I know that whoever designed that was the same person who did that stupid Mona minigame in the summer event. Stop hiring this guy. They make me so mad. Look, I get it. I don't play games. I don't know how video games work. But my god, can you please just, like, let me play the game, please? I was here for Dottorre, and I didn't even get that. Alright. Oh, man. But that entire section was really, really cool. I'm gonna call her Nikki. Nikki's great. I love her. I like her little lore bombs. Shut up, Varka. All of this is extremely necessary. Just sit there and look pretty like you always do. And yeah, no, okay, that's basically all I have. I'll keep going, and I'll just keep sounding like a broken record, and I think I just fried y'all's brains by accident. But I do think it is something that, like, it is something Genshin is definitely leaning towards. Because, like, you know, there's this whole, you know, they play around with the concept of fate a lot, but it is a trend that I am noticing. That, like, it is a trend I am noticing, and I think, like, yeah, no, that, like, teapot or vase example of Sumeru was probably just, like, because I know that, like, in context, it was talking about the Irminsul erasure with Scaramouche, but, like, it really is seeming like, okay, yeah, in context, it has to do with, like, Irminsul and the stuff that Scaramouche is doing, but, you know, it's actually, like, the main theme, I guess, of how fate works in this world. Oh my god, okay, one more thing, because I just remembered something. I need to fact check myself, though. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But in Nivelette's character stories, there's like a whole section about fate. I forgot which one it was, don't ask me. But there was a whole thing about fate, and how Nivelette himself never really trusted in fate, he was never into the concept of fate, because in his mind, fate was just the puppet strings placed there by the gods, right? However, after Farina stepped down, and after he effectively became the People's Archon, like, even though he's not, he effectively became that, you know? Because he got, like, he got his, like, full dragon authority. After Farina stepped down, and, you know, Nivelette became, like, the true leader of Fontaine, like, I could have sworn in that character story, they make it a point that that Nivelette comes to the epiphany that while he thought that fate were the puppet strings of the gods themselves have fate. They themselves are tied to their own fate. And even though he's not a god, or really connected to the heavenly principles like that, he ended up falling into his own fate, which was being the leader of Fontaine. And like, there was like this whole thing about how he like came to this epiphany of you know, like fate, even though like I'm not connected to the gods like not like in the way of like he's a fragment of the heavenly principles, like that's what I mean. I mean, obviously he's connected to like Farina and Focalors and stuff, but like that like true like divine connection, he doesn't have that, and yet he still like went down a path that like almost feels like it was written for him. It probably wasn't, or at least in my headcanon it wasn't. It's more just like happenstance, but like nevertheless, they do make it a point that like his perception of fate changes after he becomes the leader of Fontaine, and how he like made peace with it is with the realization that the people of Fontaine come from the primordial sea. And as the Hydro Dragon whose domain is the primordial sea, wouldn't that make Fontainians his children? It was like something like that. And that's kind of how he like made peace with the fact that he fell into his own type of fate. Yeah. Anyway, alright, I think I'll end the stream for reals. I think we're done. Okay, next stream, when is it going to be? Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest, guys, I am just, like, a little bit annoyed that I didn't actually, like, finish, like, this version's, this patch's, quests. I'm just a little bit annoyed about that. I don't like that. So, I might make another stream this week. I don't know if it'll be, like, tomorrow or on Friday. I'm still kind of, like, unsure about that. Whichever I'm feeling, I guess. Because I mentioned this in, like, my last stream of the year, but, like, I do kind of want to lessen the amount of streams, because I do want to focus more on, like, you know, making videos, making art, blah, 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 all that stuff. Because I feel like the streams, as fun as they are, I don't feel, like, super productive with them. And, like, yeah, I could work on stream, but at the same time, I also want to entertain you guys, you know? I don't want to be just, like, the person, like, dead silent, just, like, working, you know what I mean? So I was thinking of, like, lessening the streams that, like, from twice a week to maybe, like, once a week, you know? That's what I was thinking. And I still kind of want to keep that. Unless something like this happens. Unless something like this happens where I'm like, no, now I do want to make another stream this week because I want to finish this, you know? So, yeah. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's all I really gotta say. Next stream either tomorrow or the day after. Well, if I can, obviously, but, like, I should be able to, because I want to finish this. So, like, I want to see Dottorre, okay? I want to see the doctor, alright? And, yeah, no, that's basically it. I don't really got anything else. Alright, yeah, that's it. I'm tired and I need to sleep because I work. I work tomorrow, so, yeah. Bye!